talking with Steve Gardo, so I know he's around somewhere. And we really should have the vice chair since he brought this issue up.
Are we in session right now? I'm just concerned that we're sharing legal advice we received.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, Mr. Chairman. Okay, I am ready, Mr. Chairman, when you are.
Okay. We can resume the meeting.
I'm sorry, give me just a minute, Chairman.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chairman. We're ready.
We are now the meeting of the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. I don't know what we're hearing.
Chairman, we can barely hear. There's a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I think someone on the phone needs to mute their phone.
Mr. Gallardo. Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you all.
Okay. All right, Steve, we will now start addressing item number 1.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and once again, we appreciate your patience on this particular matter and the ability to bring everyone together. Thank you, my colleagues. I know we're all kind of out and about, so thank you for being patient and being part of this important time to select the actual Citizens Committee for the vacancy in Legislative District 22. Mr. Chairman, I know there's been a lot of conversation around this issue. It's unfortunate that we are in this position, but we will move forward. I think at the end of the day, it is critical that we move forward to fill the vacancy in LD 22. And according to statute, I would like to add a citizens panel of 5 members. 3 are female, 2 are male. All 5 members are well-known Democrats in the Legislative District 22. These are folks that, for the most part, we all are familiar with. At least Democrats are very familiar with these folks. They have played key roles in our community, and some have been and are current elected officials on a school board or at one point elected. So Mr. Chairman, I would move forward that we nominate first Francisca Montoya. Francisca Montoya is a Fowler School Board member that resides in the eastern portion of the Legislative District 22. I also would like to nominate Dom Murado, who is a business owner that resides in the heart of Tolleson, that many folks are very familiar with. I'd also like to nominate Sandra Cole. Sandra Cole's a retiree and has been a long-time Democrat, active within the party. She resides in the northern portion of the legislative district. Sandra Cole is a precinct committeeman in LD 22 as well. I'd also like to nominate Eleanor Perez. Eleanor is a citizen, taxpayer, right there in the middle of Tolleson. She's a mother and love to be able to nominate her as well as the 4th member. And the 5th member is a former councilman, former legislator, Lorenzo Sierra. I would also make a motion that we nominate Lorenzo Sierra to be the chairman of this citizens panel. And hopefully they can get together and work fast in order to to look at these candidates and nominate three potential candidates to be considered by this board. Mr. Chairman, that is my motion, and I'd be happy to answer any questions if any of my colleagues would have any.
Okay, Steve, and let me just say that my understanding from the conversations that we've had since we stepped out of the meeting is that there's some disagreement over the original timing issue with the party, but they are anxious for us just to move forward with this as soon as possible.
That is correct, Mr. Chairman. I think everyone realizes the importance of filling this particular vacancy. There's no doubt the legislature is in session. This is the time of the session in which bills are changing or flopping into other chambers. They are transferring bills over. So it is critical that we move forward with this process. We have the citizens panel in place, and they will be able to fulfill their responsibilities under this legislative statute.
Okay, so I guess what I'm saying is that my impression is that they would not challenge you putting this committee together to go forward with this at this point.
It is my understanding we have received the notice letting us know that under this particular statute that we have their next level of responsibility of organizing an actual legislative citizens panel as stated in statute.
And you and I did check in with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, and we got agreement that it was sufficient for us to move forward. Is that correct?
That is correct, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. We have a motion. Would anyone like to second that motion?
Mr. Chairman, this is Tom Galvin. I'm happy to second that motion with a comment.
Okay, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm seconding the motion, and I really want to point out and thank Mr. Gallardo for his diligence and all of this. I think what all of the county board has been through over the last few years, what we are known for is following the law and being sticklers for the law. This item for a citizen panel was already on the agenda this morning, which meant that the chairman's office and Mr. Gallardo knew full well that this is the correct path to take, the statutory path to take. I do have to point out that we did receive the notice from the state party this afternoon. Unfortunately, it came late, and I do not appreciate the tone that they wrote in the letter. I think that Mr. Gallardo is doing this in all good faith, and I think just because the state party did not fail to comply with the statutory requirements is regrettable, but that's on them. It's not on the board. It's not on the chairman. It's not on Mr. Gallardo. We've had our issues with the Republican Party, and it seems now the Democratic Party takes exception to what the board does. But once again, the board follows the law. Whether you're incompetent or you fail to do so, we follow the law. That's what we do. And I want to thank Mr. Gallardo for taking this process serious and for taking the law serious. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Any further comments? We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. This meeting is adjourned.